let's go ahead and invite the Apropos of Nothing and the High Five guys all up on stage here. Everyone, give them hands.
Oh, all right. Wow.
I want the butt seat.
Okay.
What on earth is that?
When I watched him pour that, it was like he was drowning a spider because the little straws were just kicking and like flailing all over.
Shaking and flailing.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to be on the end or do you want to be here? Oh, this is going to be fun, isn't it?
We're getting there.
I can say.
All right. Did you really put those next to me?
Hello.
Yay, set up. Hi, live stream.
Woo.
Look, you guys. Is this like literally pulling back the curtain? Because we talk about it all the time, but
Yes, there is a curtain.
there is a curtain and it is pulled back.
Are we ready?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, let's do it. I swear we have a thing.
You have to make this so complicated,
I know. It's my move.
Life is complicated.
Am I making sounds?
I don't hear anything. Yeah, skip it. It's not that important. There it is.
Check. Barlow.
Mission accomplished.
Oh, I missed it. Oh my God, Salsa's right. That isn't the way it goes.
Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up for the sex. It's the Apropos of Nothing podcast.
With your hosts,
Salsa.
James.
And Jenna.
And we have the High Five guys with us.
Oh, yay.
Hi, Eric.
Oh, I'm Kayla.
I'm Jason.
Yay.
And we are going to be here for a long time.
Yeah, coming to you live.
Uh,
I mean, unless you're listening to the recording.
yeah.
We were still here live.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
live,
We live
and thankfully we have a way to take the pain away. We have a giant fucking tequila sunrise in front of us.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Is this the thing you
Look
couldn't
at
tell
that.
me about?
No.
There's more
Oh, it's
things.
gonna
See,
get worse.
we brought
Oh,
something nice to this
I know.
crossover.
Yeah.
Because we're givers.
I asked
Oh.
them to bring the Lord.
I should note that we do have some challenges before I get to what you just brought up, James. I should note that what we do each year is we have donations that go towards adding hosts from one podcast to the other podcast. And seeing as we're at the beginning of the first podcast and all 6 hosts are here, and no one gets to leave the stage until we're done,
Oh my God.
we have a full crossover. So thank you so much for everyone.
Thank
you.
Yeah.
Yay, we don't get 5 minutes in between to like.
Oh yeah, we'll
Go
get
pee or
a
something?
break at the halfway point. We'll get a little bit of a
Make
break.
it number
Only
3.
if you guys stop talking when we get there.
I know.
We're just gonna take it
No,
over.
we got the blinky light that's gonna yell.
Eric,
at
I
us.
don't know if you've met me, but good fucking luck.
That's kind of my point.
Um,
Speaking of people that have met us, another thing that they can donate for is to give us drinks. We had a wonderful donation to buy a round.
Oh, wow.
We've actually already had several.
Quite a few.
Whoa, wow.
But this one came with special instructions.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
This one came with accompaniments with what they're requesting us to drink. So, from what I'm told, according to the internet, one thing that you should have with this booze is Slim Jims.
Oh, God.
Oh, I can have those.
Another thing you should have with this booze is blue cheese.
I can't have that.
So these are blue cheese olives.
No. No.
Hey, Salsa, you remember when we talked and I mentioned we got a drink donated to us?
Oh, God.
Do you remember what you said?
Please let it not be Malort. Mother.
Oh.
No, it's Malort.
It is.
It is Malort.
It's a different. Oh, it's a different bottle, but it's still
Oh,
Malort.
it's Jepson's Malort. Oh,
God
no.
damn you, Jepson.
And also, God damn you to the Zesteras.
I
love you.
Look, here's the thing. Why does Milord exist in the first place, let alone they're more than one manufacturer?
I believe this
I
is
love you,
why.
Zesteras, but it's starting to feel like an abusive relationship.
He imported it from Chicago.
Jesus Christ.
Imported from That is classy.
Hold, just
But
before,
it's an import.
before we get too far into this,
Okay.
because we don't have interstitials on the live podcast, I do want to say thank you so much to the incomparable Brandon motherfucking Patton
Yes.
for our intro and exit
Also
music.
that.
He has graciously allowed us to use his music, and it's amazing. Go check him out.
Yeah.
All right, let's do
Oh, can I say one more thing?
I have
Oh.
some exciting things for you.
Oh.
I'll take those.
Oh, yeah.
All right, while they're doing that, I do want to say that I do have a coffee cup in front of me, and it is full, well, less than full now, of coffee. Do you know what kind?
Would that be True Stone?
It would be True Stone.
I
Sounds
product
advisable. Shit.
I also brought a growler of True
I
Stone.
Dominating
also-
the table.
Mine is about half empty. Only.
Mine
Well, I
is
mean,
less
this
so,
one's the
I
one
was
that
being
I
nice to
brought.
myself
No,
today.
I know. I'm saying mine is about half. While we're on the subject of alcohol, we also were gifted some alcohol.
That's,
Oh,
I
okay.
believe, true. Yeah.
Time to get drunk on the
I
podcast.
think I might know about this.
I don't think I do know about that.
Yes, I do know about this.
I
This
was
is a
hoping
bottle
this.
of the Balvenie 12-year double wood. Aged in whiskey oak and cherry oak casks.
Casks.
This was given to us by a friend of the podcast, Mav.
Yeah.
New fearless member.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You
just
Ah.
days ago.
Mhm.
Oh, Mav's only a couple days old.
Baby.
Oh.
But this also comes with a story. So while you're pouring that,
Well, you're figuring that
Oh
out.
while
God.
you're making that happen, I'm going to tell a brief story of this. So we've been bugging Mav to send us Fast Fives for a while, and he finally sent us a couple. And in one, he mentioned the fact that we had been lamenting the fact that we were going through our stash of scotch
Pretty fast.
pretty
Yeah.
quickly, and so he determined that he was going to get us some scotch. So he bought us the scotch, and we usually record on Tuesdays. So it was Tuesday, and he was like, "Oh, I'm going to deliver this to Salsa's house where we record, and before we record, that way we can have this scotch for that episode." And so he hops in his car, and he lives a ways away. How far away would you say?
A ways.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
say north, maybe 30, 40 minutes.
So yeah, okay. So he hops in his car and he starts driving, and he gets about half an hour down the road when he suddenly realizes he has no idea where I live. It hadn't occurred to him until that moment that he didn't know where the hell he was going.
Yeah.
So he turned around and drove home.
Oh, God.
Honey.
And when he pulled into the yard, his wife was waiting on the doorstep laughing. And he gets out of his car and she goes, "You have no idea where he lives, do you?"
I
Yeah.
fucking love them so much.
I need to bring up a thing. Are you,
Do it, yeah.
Okay. So I want to say that Mav has brought us scotch. This does not, of course, replace the many scotches that Cedius Scotchbringer has brought.
Well, I mean-
He's nowhere near close yet. He's got a lot of catching up to do. But I also want to say that during these 3 hours, there is currently a matching grant from Cedius Scotchbringer.
Whoa. Hey,
It is.
thank you.
I believe it's $100 per hour. So
Ooh.
yeah.
I got a
So-
ticket for going that fast.
Buy us drinks, and Cedius is here to match that. So thank you,
What is
Cedius.
happening?
Yes. Can I just eat it?
If you drink the Malort as well.
Once it's been in the Malort, I don't know that
Do you wanna blue cheese olive as well?
Yes, I do.
I'm. Yeah. Hey, yeah, that's the color of cheese that you can taste.
You know, So I opened the Malort and I smelled it, and I believe I've had this before under the name cinnamon Listerine. At least that's kind of what it smells like.
Oh, have you never tasted it?
No.
Oh my god!
It's not just gonna be us.
Is there like a fun story behind it?
No, it's not fun. Nothing about this is about to be fun. This is the birdemic of liquors. Every part of this will be bad.
Kayla, you know the fun part of it is that...
Hang on, if I put 2 olives in here, it looks like a dick.
Makes me want it less.
I'm so tired.
The good part of this, Kayla, is that Heather gave you marshmallows.
Oh, for cute!
What I will say is that we have our lovely hosts checking at the front to see any donation challenges that come in for us, and we'll do those on the podcast. So Jason's going to be over here adding some lovely background noise with some bubble wrap from Jim Lewis. And unfortunately, after this shot, we have another shot.
Oh god!
Does it have to be the Malort?
Oh, tell me it doesn't.
Or can we move to the balcony?
I think that is a reward, and that is very much not what this is.
Oh, fuck.
That's okay. We do have the tequila sunrise for these purposes.
Sure.
So
there's that.
Shall we?
Well,
Should we
Wait,
do
can I
this?
take a bite of
Wait,
the
do you want
stick
the olive?
first?
You can do whatever
It's
you
been
want.
Soaking in this, and then see how that is first.
I'm not
I just
ready.
wanna- Oh.
All right, I see. The thing is, I would feel bad not drinking this at the same time as you three, but I want to see
Yeah, I
this.
want to watch Eric.
I feel
Do we
like
have to put that in it too?
no.
Okay.
you don't have to.
No, this is.
I mean, are we committing to the bit here?
I am.
So pause for a second. I dipped the stick in, I swirled it around, made sure it was nice and malorty. And I took a bite.
Melordius.
It tasted like someone peed on my Slim Jim.
That might just be the Slim Jim. Are you sure you bit
I
the
love
side
Slim
that?
Jims. You should know.
Like I love
Turn
Slim
it
Jims
around.
too. I love Slim Jims
Oh,
too.
God.
They're not good.
I've heard your podcast. I believe now is when someone says Jenna had a date like that once.
Oh
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
that is
Got it.
correct.
Yeah.
I know the game.
Fuck, I just lost.
Oh, I know! Get
All right.
the fuck out of here.
Oh,
Are we
son of a
ready?
bitch.
Malortum's up.
Nope.
All right.
What?
Cheers.
All right.
All right. I
Cheers.
want to watch Eric here.
Slain.
Okay. I hate my.
Oh, that's the stuff they put the cones in at the barber shop.
No, I think it's actually the stuff they spray bowling shoes with.
Oh,
Or it's just the bowling shoe after it's been sprayed. Fuck. Oh,
that
this is
Slim Jim
somehow
tastes much
worse.
better now, doesn't it?
Oh.
Why though?
I wish I knew.
My good friend Swamp Donkey. Why though?
You've now tasted swamp donkey.
That was not.
By the way, the tequila in this tequila sunrise is Sparkle Donkey. Oh,
I'm so glad Arcane makes you happy.
I can't talk. Somebody else do it.
I mean, go on record that I am not enjoying this.
The only
No.
words I can say are fuck, and the only words I can say are fuck.
And
I'm gonna get.
What about
some of
Aunt?
this.
Oh
Here we go.
yeah, I want some of that too.
Here we go.
Don't let any of the malort slip down into it.
Oh, that's better already.
Okay.
All right, let's-
Kayla, do you know what I brought you?
Huh? What?
All right.
It's Mount Gay!
That stuff is amazing.
Uh-huh.
It's really, really good.
So I'm taking
Wow.
I'm taking
Oh.
the teal straw.
That is good.
This
I
one's
grabbed the
mine
blue
right
one.
I grabbed that color.
the one next to the blue one.
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, Olives, you're usually so appealing,
I can't get the
but
taste
you've
out
been
of my mouth.
malortified.
All right. we've.
Actually, the sparkle donkey doesn't taste too bad.
No, it really doesn't.
Well done.
All right. So, here we are at Die Laughing.
We made the cheese.
Yay!
And,
Hello, laughing. Awesome.
I regret
Curdled
Heather's got
cheese.
it back. Well, that's how Heather curdles cheese, yeah.
Heather, the marshmallows are helping somehow.
So we're here at Die Laughing, and before we get too far into this, I want to say thank you to every single person who has put in volunteer hours to make this thing go, because obviously us up here as Fearless members, we have put in a lot of time and energy and relationships into into making this thing run. But there are people who are not Fearless members who have volunteered their hours to come and help us out, and thank you so much to all of you. Everybody who has donated money, even the Malort money. Thank you.
The Malort money probably tastes bad now,
Thank
too.
you for that.
Hashtag Malort.
You think that heart buys forgiveness.
To everybody watching on the live stream throughout this whole thing, thank you so much. And to anyone listening to this podcast afterwards, thank you. All right.
So, serious question.
Yeah.
I make no promises on the answer. Continue.
We have another round of shots that will likely be Malort. Do we want to get it out of the way now?
Does it have to be more?
I feel like
I
it
think
does.
it
I
does.
think it
I
does.
feel like
I'm
a precedent.
sad.
All right, I'm putting marshmallows in mine.
Oh my god.
Oh, what?
Oh yeah, I will try that.
It's
I'm on
happening.
board. Yeah.
Somebody,
No.
Salsa, I'm only giving you some of my marshmallows because I love you.
I regret everything.
Dost thou wish for some
if it makes the Malort taste less bad, I will go
If I
down
put
on you.
I think-
marshmallows
I
in
think
the
it's just
Malort, it's
gonna-
harder for me to shoot. And I just
Marshmallows
wanna
and
tell them.
Malort is my back cover band. Jen, do you want some?
I feel like you're ruining good
No,
marshmallows.
I don't. If I put marshmallows in it, I can't shoot it.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
We're trying to bring
All right.
the
Unless it
more
melts
up
it
to our
over.
expectations.
I have a feeling that it's gonna light these marshmallows on fucking fire. All right.
I think they're disintegrating.
Oh my
They
god,
are.
they are
Rapidly
dissolving.
fast. Oh my
that
god.
looks somehow
Wow.
worse.
They're
Okay,
Oh,
well,
not there
you
anymore.
want it from
Shit.
No, it is, oh my
This
god.
is like when he drank from the wrong cup at the end of the fucking.
Oh, last Crusade.
Last
Yeah, the
Crusade.
meltdown.
Oh shit!
This is
this
battery
season?
acid going
These
on.
marshmallows chose poorly.
My
Get
marshmallows
out.
are almost completely dissolved.
No.
Yeah, no,
Mine
they're
aren't
gone.
dissolved.
Look.
Yeah,
So
no,
while they
that's-
figure that out, I am going the scientific route
Here.
and adding Dr. Pepper.
Oh.
Oh, I was gonna bring out my Dr. Pepper.
You know, Dr. Pepper won't help.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Oh no.
No.
Oh no, he's
no.
oh-no-ing
No,
something
oh
else.
shit, no.
Oh.
No. So I'm holding a cake pop,
Oh god.
and out of curiosity, who do you think I would be most worried about getting a cake pop?
You?
No.
Oh.
Is it me? Oh.
Jenna.
Oh God.
Oh no.
I don't remember if there's one of them I shouldn't have, but none of them were coconuts, so I'm fine. Oh
Oh
God.
no.
Now it's just Malort with sugar sludge.
Oh, thank you, Brian
Throw it.
Watson
Throw
Jones.
it.
What a sweetheart.
Ah, yeah.
like driving my friends.
pinkies out.
Uh-huh,
Pinkies out.
uh-huh.
Make it fancy.
You wanna do a French show, huh? Huh? Alright.
You know, the phrase is we always hurt the ones we love, not you prove your love by hurting us.
You know,
I will say the comment on this is, and I quote, boom.
Jenna, if you wash that down with Malort, you will barely taste the cake pop.
I don't know which one is worse.
That's real fucking true.
I might want the
Malort is
Malort first and wash it down with a cake pop, and I never thought I was ever gonna say
I
that.
believe the one you have is
Okay.
the cocoa powder
You guys,
ingredient.
I don't want to do that.
Oh shit. No, nobody does.
Okay, so let's.
All right.
I'm gonna do the Malort and then the cake pop, but I want to say that now that I've got disintegrated marshmallows, it looks like the leftover like dirty water from paint class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
No.
what it looks like.
No, because I would
You're right.
drink that.
I feel like I chose well.
All right,
Here we go.
alley-oop.
Let's do it.
No, I'm so mad.
God!
It's so
Cake pop! Cake pop! Cake pop!
It doesn't go away.
It's worse.
No, hold on.
They chose poorly.
Oh God!
Still not good. But thank you to Dave Rand McKay.
Oh, thanks, honey.
The comment is, warmest regards, a big fan of your podcast.
Oh,
All right.
no.
I would just like to state for the record that this is still the AOM podcast.
It is.
And that went to you guys. So from now on, if we get any more drinks, we're doing it our way,
Yeah, agreed.
which is not with this.
I don't even like it to be open. It's like having a snake in a room.
Yeah, no,
Next
I
to
think
me.
we've suffered enough.
What do you not like about that?
I love snakes, and open bottles are fine, but some of them are poisonous.
Listeners, it's up to you if you've suffered enough. You can donate.
Why are you talking?
Because money.
Here's what we do.
Money talks.
You can either, when you make your donation, because we do have the comments ability in that donation, right? You can comment which one you want us to have, the Malort or the Scotch.
Or the gay.
If you
I would
don't,
absolutely drink that
if
too.
you
I'm
don't
not
say
sharing
what
that
it
with
is,
them.
Yeah.
I might share that.
Is that a compromise?
All right.
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
work with
Okay.
that. All right.
Whatever you want.
Okay.
We will
I
drink
need to
what you
grab
tell
a
us to
paper
drink.
towel
Yeah.
super quick. Salsa
What did
spilled
you do?
tequila sunrise on me.
Oh, I bet James
All right.
tastes delicious.
Okay, my lords, my lords and my ladies, can I have
I can't even tell you to get out. That was really good.
Hey, I found a
She's
Slim Jim on the
better
floor.
can I be the one to start off the True Stone because I seriously can't get it out of my mouth.
Go ahead, Val.
Yes. No,
Nasty.
drink that shit.
And eventually, I
Good
do want
luck.
to try the tequila sunrise eventually, but it's way
yeah.
over there.
We'll
get
we
there.
can pass it. Well, we were gonna pass it earlier, and then Salsa was doing one of those heartfelt talky things, and
Yeah.
Feelings.
it got stopped. So that's Salsa's fault.
I was handed this straw, so I choose this one.
All right.
Okay.
I mean, it's alcohol. What are we gonna do? Give each
yeah.
other herpes? We've already done that.
I had a date like that.
So let's get this train wreck back on track. It's still a train wreck, but it will be on a track. So how is
Makes
everyone's
the cleanup earlier.
how's everyone's die laughing going so far?
Red dye laughing.
Jenna, every time you've been asked that, you've had the same
Why?
response.
No, why do you think I asked it? Because mine so far has been.
Yes.
You know what? Fuck it. Mine has been great. It has been a hell of a weekend so far.
Yeah.
We've had people do amazing things they've never done before. And it's wonderful, and that is my favorite thing.
I will say my response, because Friday night was fantastic. I got to do a hosting shift with my daughter.
Yeah.
It was wonderful. Like, we got some quality mother-daughter bonding time in. But this morning, first thing, I accidentally had some coconut.
Oh, fuck.
No.
Yeah. So my day, a very large chunk of it was just me suffering that. So
Oh.
Gross.
it is not Die Laughing's fault at all, and entirely my own for not reading the bottle that I was drinking from first thing in the morning.
Shit.
Yep.
James?
I finally got to do the burlesque act that I've had holstered for
Yes, you
every
did.
year.
Oh my God.
I had such a blast.
Oh.
It was real dumb, but it felt good.
All the lords on my lips.
No, I will say, when you were like, Jenna, I've got tassels on my shoes, I'm like, well, yeah, but no, you had giant tassels on your shoes.
Yeah.
Like, those aren't loafers, those are your curtain tassels, gigantic curtain tassels on your shoes.
Yeah, just tied to my regular boots.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cute.
It worked.
I did something fearless this weekend. I did my first ever long form improv set.
Oh, it was so good.
I missed it.
I've only ever done short form improv, and doing long form was for me a terrifying prospect. And I will be absolutely honest. Wonderful friend of ours, Bree, who has been in fucking everything.
I know, you should have tried scheduling this.
I know,
Shit.
right? But she was like, we should do this set, and I was like, oh, I agreed to it immediately because I'm not smart.
On your podcast.
Yeah.
Well, there's
But
that.
then I will be absolutely honest. I was talking to her afterwards, and I was like, I honestly don't know if I can go through with it. Like the prospect of it terrified me so much that I almost backed out of it. And I'm really, really glad that she convinced me not to, because it was an amazing experience. It was a lot of fun. The time went by a lot faster than I thought it was going to, and I thank you so much, Bree, for making sure that I didn't chicken out on that, because it was absolutely the highlight of my die laughing so far. And the other major point was also with my white male privilege.
He's not talking about the dance.
No, not the show. Just his white male privilege. It was pretty nice.
He was out in the
What
wild.
did you think I was talking about? No, for our Give to the Max Day team, our team had a challenge where if we raised the money for that event, we were going to have to choreograph something for white male privilege dancing.
You generous motherfuckers.
How dare you? And we raised the money, and so we did. We put something together, and it was spectacular. Because we started.
So can I interject?
Yeah.
So just to give a little background, 2 years ago, when people were starting to sign up for white male privilege dancers,
More and more bottles keep appearing.
Yeah, but these are good things for us.
Yeah.
I know, but
They're good things for you. Give us pepper. Give us sunrise.
But like, as he's talking, just another bottle appears, and then I look over, and there's another bottle.
Yeah. But a few years ago, there were people who were getting really excited, and they were talking about some of the things they were looking forward to doing for the show. And I came up with an idea that I really wanted to do, but I just couldn't figure it out because it was like a week before Die Laughing, and I run challenges, and that is a bad idea.
Nope.
So Jenna said, no. Relax, next year we'll take a look at it. Don't do it this year. Then we get to last year, and we're looking at my schedule, and Jenna's looking for people, and I say, I can do the show, except it is in the middle of the 3-hour window that I have to sleep. And Jenna said, you are not allowed to do my show.
Yeah. I try not to kill the people that are making the event go.
That's not what you said recently.
I said try.
By the way, that wasn't a joke. Move that tequila sunrise back this way.
Yeah.
And then this year, I was kind of forced to do it. So when they said, does anyone have any ideas what we should do? I said, yes. Yes, I do.
Yep.
But it was amazing because we started doing a very steamy song, and it. Here we go. Big ass drink coming our way.
Over here more. You're talking.
Oh.
No, you're talking. Get it over here.
So we all came out in full suits, and it was me and Eric and Jim and Garrick and Kyle. And all of us are dressed to the nines. We have 3-piece suits, ties, fedoras, canes,
Other clothing.
Just like we
Probably socks.
We bought sock garters.
Yes.
Yeah.
The most useless piece
I
of
was
clothing.
pretty fucking impressed.
We bought those for this. And so we were dressed to the fucking nines. And we strut out there to this really steamy song. And we come out there and we start doing our thing. And it was hot. And then about 30
I want to take a
seconds
quick
in,
note that there is laughter in the audience right now.
Yep.
Okay.
I didn't see this because I was busy doing the tally stuff. So
Awesome.
That first 30 seconds was hot.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I just said.
I'm
They
just-
already laughed at me.
no, I mean, I was gonna say I can neither confirm nor deny this, but I'm just gonna believe you.
I saw the video. It was fucking hot.
All right.
Because we looked good.
I look good. I wasn't looking at salsa, but I look good.
And so we get into it in about 30 seconds.
Wait, you got into it right there on the stage?
Right? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh, it was early in the morning. We can get away with that. But At about the 30-second mark, suddenly the music cuts out. There's a record scratch sound. We have Bryn run out on stage in a police hat.
She waves like a billy club at us.
Yeah.
That squeaks.
That squeaks. The Benny Hill song starts, Yakety Sax, and we fucking scatter. And for the next 4 minutes, it's a chase.
4 minutes is a long time.
It really is.
And I've seen the video of this. It's gold.
So when you were asking me, like, so how long do you want it? I'm like, I mean, I'd like 5, and then like I'm thinking of what you're actually doing for this dance, because Eric and Sharon.
No. Don't you dare. I call bullshit on that, because when we were before this, we said the Yakety Sax is 4 minutes, and you went, 4 minutes? Only 4 minutes? You're filling 5 minutes. And we went, yes, there's other stuff before it. And you're like, okay, 5 minutes.
But no, I got the file from Salsa, and that was 4:30, and I was like, fine. That was my compromise. Thank you very much.
Oh, thanks.
But seriously, we went back into the box office and they kept playing that section. And that moment where the music stops and Bryn runs out and we all turn and look at her, and there's that frozen in time moment, and then we all fucking scatter. I could have watched that 20-second clip over and over and over. It was gold.
And I want to be clear, it wasn't just a chase scene. During the chase scene, because it was burlesque, every time we entered, we were wearing fewer things than when we exited.
And then Bryn kept trying to put clothes back on you guys,
Yeah.
and it was hilarious.
It was fun.
Oh my god, that added so much.
So good.
So it was worth the wait, and that's honestly a thing that, like, right before it, people were like, "Are you ready?" And I'm like, "I'm fucking terrified."
Yeah.
And they're like, "I mean, you'll be fine." I'm like, I know,
Right.
but that doesn't change anything.
So what are you doing for me next year, Eric?
Challenges.
No.
What have you done for us? What have you done for us lately?
Oh
Well,
god.
he gave us these lovely
Oh, God.
beverages.
Oh, gave us Malort.
I
Thank
don't
you.
want to go to their podcast after this.
I didn't give you Malort.
Oh, that's fair.
Don't shoot
She
the
gave you
messenger.
Malort.
No, so those were my highlights.
Yeah.
Those were my high points.
Cake pops.
Oh, yeah. There's
I've got to do a lot of neat shows so far in Die Laughing. One of my favorite things always is that we've fallen into this pattern that means so much to me, which is, and I've posted about this and I've talked about this, but Double Blind was the first show I ever produced. The first Double Blind was at the first Die Laughing. Now we're in a pattern where the first show of Die Laughing is Double Blind. And the last show of Die Laughing is Double Blind Open Hat, where we let anyone in the audience who wants to try put their name in the hat, and we just do a massive improv show. So this thing that was this stupid idea years ago has turned into this amazing thing that starts and ends. One of the most monumental things that we do throughout the year. So, just the feeling of being able to kick this off on stage doing that is fantastic.
Yeah.
I almost cried at the beginning of the marathon this year. I will cry at the end. That's just going to happen. I accept that. But it almost got me at the beginning when we revealed our new Fearless logo.
Yeah.
Which was really cool. So Tim
I'm gonna
and Jenna
interrupt
and I
you.
got to do that.
All of the straws, by the way, this Tequila Sunrise, for those of you who are going to listen to this later, is in a giant fucking martini glass.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so all of the ends of the straws are dipped down to the center, and I just started sucking on this straw.
Which is the wrong straw.
No, it doesn't fucking matter. They're all the same color. And
It matters to some people.
and
Not me, but some.
this one and it clearly was connected to the other end of another straw because I was just sucking air.
Aww, salsa.
We should also add there's another good thing for James's style laughing, which is this.
Oh, something nice.
James has been
drink!
gifted
Hot
a drink.
shit!
A good drink.
All right. Okay, but not in this glass.
So James gets this first.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, it's your podcast. You do whatever the fuck you want.
Oh, I see. I'm the first one who gets to dip
Thank
into
you
this.
for letting us know we can do what we want in our podcast. Thank you for giving us permission.
Salsa, do you want to play this game?
Oh shit!
Not for another hour and
I am
15.
hijacking the shit out of their shit.
I know, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, buddy.
Good luck.
Revenge will be swift.
No, it won't. It'll be slow and painful.
Also that.
You had a
No,
date
like-
with that
No,
one.
no, it will be both.
It will be both.
Yeah. What about you?
Die
Yeah.
laughing.
I'm
How
sorry.
is it?
Are we still awake?
You're drinking coffee.
It's
And
not
delicious
helping.
Yeah, I got to do my first ever solo half an hour stand-up set, and it's Eric Thompson's fault.
Yay!
And it was awesome.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah,
It was fun. I got to do some singing stuff. Oh.
No, no, not that. Booze.
Oh, whoa, yeah.
Ah, yes.
Thanks.
Does that smell better than the Malort?
That looks like
I think I
two shots.
farted in a sauna once and it smelled better than Malort.
Cute. Oh man, no, but I mean, this is the first Die Laughing where I really have kind of like kind of sank the mandibles in fully. Because in the past I've participated, but it's mostly been like, okay, I'm like present and I'm around. And I have my one thing that I'm in, which has always been Fearless Lab, which I now run, which is a neat turn of events. And so this year I did all kinds of stuff, including double-blind improv, which was mentioned. I got to hang out and perform with the Lyrics.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That
Which are dope.
was amazing.
Oh, thanks. They are just brilliant. The music and the lyrics and everything are hilarious and nerdy and amazing, and I'm really glad I got to be a part of that.
Song gonna get stuck in your head.
Yeah.
It's gonna get stuck in your head.
Exactly right.
Oh man, now it's back.
I also got to do something called ASMR Comedy Hour.
Fuck, it was so good.
It was so good. And James, your thunder noises and rain noises were really wonderful.
Interspersed by the dumbest jokes. I loved doing that so fucking much.
The moment I saw you laying on the floor on the stage, I just thought, like this is like the epitome of James. Because it was just like dad jokes and then various ASMR noises and everyone just cackling.
Did anyone just do like fart noises for 5 minutes?
Oh fuck, I did so much work. What the fuck was I thinking? I could have just, okay, I know what I'm doing for your show.
Oh my gosh.
I'm really sorry I brought this up.
And by your show, I mean your podcast.
Alright.
All
You
right.
guys didn't hear, like,
Anyway.
James, you were there obviously because you were in it, but did anyone else hear the ASMR stuff?
No.
I was trying to sleep at that point.
I was about to go to bed, and we had the stream going in the challenge room as I was wrapping things up, and I hear quiet dad jokes. And I slowly turn around, and I see the stream, and on the stream, James is laying off to the side of the stage with a mic in front of him, and he is whispering dad jokes.
Yeah.
He's wonderful.
And Keith is down there crying.
Yeah.
Keith, if you don't know Keith, if you ever do a show, you want him in your audience. I know you want to make money, don't make him pay. I mean, if you ask him, he would. But really, just give him a comp.
Yeah.
He will make the entire show. Because you will walk out and you'll say, "Good evening, everyone," and he'll start laughing. And it is the best thing ever.
Well, and it was great because I would punctuate my dad jokes or intersperse them with rolling the microphone gently across the stage as thunder while I was crinkling a paper towel like these. In fact, I think this is the same roll. Against the screen of the microphone as rain sound. And every time I would stop a joke and give it a moment to breathe with rain and thunder, Keith would lose his fucking mind. And it was everything I could do to keep whispering and not fucking laugh back. It felt real good. Yeah, I'm
Sorry,
glad
I was
you
adding
enjoyed
booze
it.
to my true
No, that's okay. Do you have more to add, or?
Oh, no, I was just gonna say, yeah, don't listen to it back. my last ASMR thing was, because in a lot of ASMR, it's role playing. So I did like, role playing, a D&D game, role playing, hanging out with your lesbian friend. But then the last one I did was role playing, putting on a 50-hour comedy marathon to raise money for your company.
Go on.
Don't listen to it.
So
What did it start off with? My name's Jenna. I have an idea.
So what's your method?
Kayla, I know where you live. What did you say? I have keys to your house.
So many things I could be saying right now that I'm not.
What about you down there?
So, due to the fact that I am more of the behind-the-scenes person, I enjoy the fact that I get to try new things. I either make the process better, or try something ridiculous based off of what I remember from like about a year ago. So that's kind of cool, but also like just the fact that you can time your streaming shifts over those same blocks that you want to watch. So like it's just a perfect scenario where it's like, oh, well, I'm gonna be in the audience anyways for that 3 to 4 hour block. Why not just take the shift?
Yeah.
And so it just kind of works out that way. And then you get the surprise calls early in the morning.
I'm sorry.
I've never streamed before.
I don't know what that's like
I
at
can
all.
tell you this like, because we were talking about it, and you want me to start with mine before you go with yours?
Go for it. Yeah.
Okay, so I had just finished with White Male Privilege Dancers, and I am tired because I woke up at 7 o'clock on Friday after getting to bed at 2 in the morning, like Thursday. And yeah, so I'm tired. I've had 5 hours of sleep. I've been putting it on, like it's 4:30 in the morning, roughly.
Yep.
And I'm lying down, like I just lied down in my cot and I'm just about to fall asleep and I hear the door open, which doesn't faze me much, but then I hear, Jason.
Shit.
Jason. 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 And then I hear the door open and close again. I hear a fairly panicked voice from the other side of the door go, no, the stream is completely down right now. And then I hear the door open and close and I hear, Jason. Jason. And then I finally hear, Jason, the stream is down. And Jason's like, okay.
Quick response
Like-
tape.
Yeah, no,
You
no.
just need to put make a
Seriously,
point.
there were probably 12 to 14 attempts to wake you up with just your
The
name.
system
Yeah.
is
Before.
down.
Oh my God!
No,
That is a callback that is a year in the making, and that is beautiful.
I've seen animated heaps of dads completely passed out on couches, and like their kid topples past them toward the floor, and their arm just goes whoosh, and they catch them instantly, and this is that same
Yeah.
reflex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, talk about improv. The stuff that you have to do on the fly is insane.
Oh yeah.
By the way, the stream is looking amazing this year, isn't it?
Oh my God.
Why are you jinxing
We don't
it?
have a poll in the middle of the stream this
Well,
year.
there's that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
is
was a
fucking
lot of
awesome.
work.
Yeah, that was. a lot of work.
That was a nervous breakdown for Jenna. Thanks.
Welcome.
It wasn't work. It wasn't work. It's magic.
It just happened that way.
So
Works.
Uh-huh.
I have a story from about the same time frame. Because it was also right after White Male Pro.
I'm
I
gonna
mean,
pass
I was
you.
gonna let Jason finish.
I'm
gonna
his
pass you the
conversation
boys.
on the stream.
Uh,
Were you done?
I just wanted
I
to
thought you
tell
were done.
her.
she got her part of the story. So,
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
so
Yeah.
I haven't slept, you guys.
that's okay. So, yeah, I was already falling asleep. I think the last time I looked at my watch was like 4:01. And the time that I remember looking at my watch when I was woken up was about 4:49, that
Okay.
ballpark. With the exact same of, the stream is down, come up, and it's like really down, like
Whoa, yeah.
internet, no internet access whatsoever, that type of thing. So we went through the standard troubleshooting techniques, restart the programs, restart the computer, all that other stuff. You know, the typical IT crowd. Did you turn it off and on? So after going through that, it was like, wait, if after a reboot I'm not getting internet, let's go talk to anyone else that probably relies on the internet. And then we started seeing the picture unfold and find out that no one that was using the theater's internet had access to the internet.
So the theater's internet was
Right.
So it was nothing we did.
Right.
Yeah.
reboot the router.
And there's the catch. That's the easy, and that is the de facto easy solution. What makes it an order of magnitude more difficult is when the router is locked inside the office.
Audible gas.
Now I'm just imagining this as a Metal Gear game. Jason like breaking into.
Yeah, you got to go through the ceiling tile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mission Impossible your way into the
And not a
office.
cardboard
Super
box
quick.
in sight.
super quick as the first person to break into the Balvenie, I want to say thank you to Mav and Josh for
Is it muy bueno?
it's
I
it's
love
got delicious oak flavor to it. It's fucking good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My father-in-law gave me that like 2 Christmases ago, and
The back
I
of this
savored
sherry
that
butts.
bottle.
So how did you get into the office then?
So,
Break down the door? Did you break down
like that was like the last ditch option, right?
Jason.
Are we doing Funkabella 2.0?
So,
That is still my ringtone, by the way.
Hell
As well
yeah.
it should be.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking. That is my.
So Tom was working on trying to get in contact with someone for the Phoenix, and I knew where the fiber line was coming into the building. So while Tom was working on
This just sounds like it's getting more and more illegal.
it
But I
feels
have
that
this
way at
inside
some
knowledge.
point.
It was at that point that I broke into the post office and
That is a federal offense, Jinx.
And there were all these diamonds laying around. What's I gonna do?
I had to jaywalk to get out of there.
Rolling stone.
So while Tom was working on getting access to the office, I went with Plan B and like, all right, if we can't get access to the office, I just happened to bring a spare router.
Of course you did.
Happened to bring
Go
a
on, this
spare
makes
round.
sense to me, if not them.
I know.
Jason thing.
No, I get it, but I also get why I shouldn't get it. Like,
This is the, like, Deus Ex Machina happening in real life.
God from the router? Yeah.
Oh, I just happen to have a spare router.
I don't know what made me want to bring it, but I saw it on my way out the door and I was like, I need this.
A wise voice, my
It was just
friend.
like, he turns and there's the router and you hear,
You chose wisely.
Don't forget me, Jason.
someone's like, Jason, the system, the whole stream's down. That's like the other one. Jason's like, if only we had a router. Like this one right here. Also, is this your car?
and this part's like, yeah.
I went ahead and I told Tom, you keep on trying to get a hold of someone. If you get a hold of someone, tell me to stop. But I'm gonna move forward with configuring this router and start replacing the connections and whatnot, so that way we can be up and running.
Just to get us live, yeah.
Right. So we were able to get the key, open it up, and just do the standard power cycle. That's all that was necessary, and we got the network back up and running, and all that other stuff. And
Wait, so you didn't end up using the router?
it is configured and ready to go just in case it breaks again.
Of course it is.
I would have gone into the breaker panel and looked for the switch that's labeled office. It's not a good plan. Not gonna have anything in there.
This seems
James,
like a
the
lot of
problem
risk.
is that the breaker panel is in the office.
I would have gone outside and looked for the power line labeled Phoenix.
Check and Speaking of dumb ideas from James,
Yes.
James,
Yes.
you want to read this one
Maybe.
and follow through on it?
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. This is for Jason.
Yes.
From James.
Yeah,
I wrote,
we know.
we haven't forgotten about you, buddy. It's a compliment.
So what would you like to compliment?
I would
Jason
like to
about?
say, Jason, pretty much fucking everybody at this table except for me has worked super hard on this entire event. Yourself massively included. There are so many people who would not get to see this show if it wasn't for your work and Andrea's. You two busted your asses in order to not only deliver a fucking great and consistent stream, but an even better one than last year. And just totally aside from that, you're a super nice dude. And I genuinely value time that we get to hang out, so thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
Has
Jenna's just making out with that martini.
All right.
So your turn.
This coffee's really good.
You said that you had something that was.
Oh, I
happening around
just a small story that I had from roughly the same timeline, because this was right after Waymail Privilege.
Yep.
It's,
The darkest time.
it's 4:30 in the morning, and
Your
I'm like,
glitching hour?
okay. I have been awake for,
it took me a second.
for a really fucking long time, and I'm really tired, and I don't have anything until tomorrow, so I am going to get some sleep. And so I went downstairs, and I got into my pajamas, and I crawled into my cot, and I was like, I'm just going to really quickly log into Facebook, like people's, die laughing posts, because, it does good. If you like and comment on social media, it jumps up, and
Yeah.
I want to make sure that those are visible. So I go through and I like all of the die laughing posts, and just before I put my phone away to go back to sleep, I'm just going to check my schedule one last time just to make sure that I'm not forgetting something, and then I go, oh, I'm on stage in an hour.
Fucking shit.
So I get out of my cot,
Yeah, it was
and
his
I go,
hosting
put my
shift,
clothes
right?
back on. Nope, that was my that was my improv set. the long form improv that I then did, and
so good.
I almost missed it because it was so tight.
You wouldn't have missed it.
No, I know. So
There are many people here that would have
Yeah.
made sure of that.
no, it was just that. No, I've got nothing else going on.
So that kind of clarifies what I was confused about, because after we solved one problem with the stream, and I went to bed, I remember seeing you in bed. And then I remember waking up, like maybe 15, 20 minutes later, and not seeing you in bed.
This is like a Columbo episode.
So it checks out.
Yeah.
One more thing.
All right. We do need to move on because our show is actually half hour shorter than it usually is.
Jesus
The
Christ.
crossover is always 3 hours.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
but
Jenna sends me a message that says, "This is what Salsa put in, so this is what I need you to put in for
Yep.
to make it 3 hours."
Yeah.
so usually we do roughly 2 hours, but we're doing an hour and a half, and they're doing an hour and a half. But that means
It's all the same thing.
I mean, it is, but we do need to, we do need to get to our fast
Yes.
Where were you guys?
Drinking my delicious
Fair
True
enough.
Stone coffee.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So as we said on our podcast a few episodes ago, the first person to put in a Fast Five with the subject die laughing, or with the die laughing in the subject line,
Yeah.
we were going to do live here. And the first person to put in a Fast Five with die laughing in the subject line was Mr. Mudstone.
Woo!
Yay,
Mud!
Yay, Mud!
And I can already tell you, just looking at the questions, that this is going to be great.
Oh,
all six of us are going to play. So
yeah,
here we
yeah,
go.
All right.
For those of you in the audience or on the stream who don't know how this works, what a Fast Five is you, the dear listener, send us 5 choices.
Mhm.
We do not know what these choices mean. We just have to choose one and hope. It
Yes.
is only after we have gone through all 5 that we open up a second email and find out what these mean.
Who is right
And who is dead.
Neat.
You
Oh my
didn't
God,
realize
that's
it
so
was
the
high
stakes
five.
to
We've
this.
always been like,
Yeah.
did we just
Define
high five
someone
on
by
the AON
hand.
podcast?
If I'm
yeah, but that's
dead,
down in
does that
that.
mean somebody will pick up my shifts and stuff tomorrow?
No.
No, you have to do it.
Also, I'm drinking all your
Yeah.
scotch.
Oh. You could try some of ours,
Ooh.
but
Yeah, you
someone
need
has
to
to.
pass
Someone
that.
has to buy it
You
for
need
you.
to pass that Mountain
Yeah.
Dew this way.
Oh shit! They're exchange
Hostage-
students now.
Hostage exchange.
Mount.
Oh
All right.
shit!
So
Yes,
our
I don't have a
first.
red solo cup.
Well, just drink it from the bottle. It's fucking booze. Our
I
first
want
choice is.
cup to be classy. Don't
Our
tell
first
me
choice
what to do.
is Kendo hit
Oh,
Oh.
or Lego walk.
kendo hit. It hurts, but only for a moment.
And the moment's gone.
I'm gonna say Lego walk is way worse.
Ah.
Because for that exact reason, Kendo hit. Yes, it hurts, but then it's over. Lego walk lingers.
I have to pick Lego Walk because last year there was a Lego Walk donated for Angela Fox, who is a dancer.
This is one of my favorite moments
she
of my
can't-
life.
She can't do the Lego Walk because if she hurts her feet, she arguably can't do part of her job.
Right.
So she doesn't do the Lego Walk.
Yep.
So what we did instead was I did the Lego Walk for her while we rolled out bubble wrap next to it. And I still have video on my computer of her dancing on bubble wrap while I'm walking a Lego walk. And she is the happiest she has ever been, but also constantly apologizing.
Because of anybody I know, Angela is the one who would be most hurt by your pain,
Yeah.
even more than you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. But bubble wrap.
But also, what a
Also
compliment.
dancing
That's a
on bubble
compliment.
I gotta pick Lego walk.
I'm gonna say, I have had dreams about kendo sticks, and I have not had dreams about the Lego walk. So I'm gonna say kendo stick.
All right.
I have never done the Lego walk.
Oh, that's gonna change.
Kayla,
Audible gasp from
Well,
the crowd.
I'd like to remind people that
I've
if
got
we
good
get
news and bad news
challenged,
for you.
We will do it live on the air.
Also, there is a matching print from the city of Scotland. He doesn't just bring scotch. He brings matching drinks.
So,
I thought you were going to say he brings
Would,
pain.
would somebody from the there you go.
Yep,
Yep.
All right.
You know what to do.
yep.
Hang on. I feel that I have made a mistake.
hang on, I was gonna buy one for you, but I'd hate for you to do it alone. Salsa?
Hey James, are you ordering challenges through the lovely app that we set up on Die Laughing?
I am. As a matter of fact, it looks good on mobile as it does on a desktop.
Okay, I wonder if I have
So
access to
let's
that.
get through this quickly before that
Yeah,
comes back.
'cause
to
we're not
haunt
gonna
us.
get through it if we don't do it.
Jason?
What's your choice? Oh, which one? Hey, Kayla,
What?
Lego walk or kendo? Pick one.
Lego walk?
Okay.
Because mystery? Because comedy?
Soon it will be a certainty.
Kendo.
Kendo.
Yeah.
All right. Question number 2. Neutral or bad?
Oh.
This feels like a trick, so I pick bad.
It's good to be bad.
I'm,
Malort is bad and not neutral. It might be
I'm gonna
neutral
say-
pH.
No, I thought I was gonna say neutral for something, but no, it's mostly all of our bad challenges are pretty bad.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, there's gotta be something that, no, it's just bad.
By the way, Eric, cheers on those fucking cake pops.
Yeah.
We don't make neutral choices.
They don't
We make
even
bad choices.
they don't even look good. Good fucking work, man. Like in the pan, they looked like they
All right.
might be tasty.
What he means by that is fuck you.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
We gotta get through 5 of these.
All right.
Kaylin. Neutral or bad?
Bad.
Bad. Jason?
Thank you.
I'll do bad as well.
All right. Round.
Your card was just run by an adorable pork hat with someone under it.
Come on, Salsa, I thought we had to get through this.
I was appalled that he reduced Bree to less than the pork hat. That's what you did.
I said someone,
Yeah,
and I also said the pork hat was adorable.
Question number 3.
yeah, all right.
Yeah.
True stone or no punishments?
Oh, God, I'm gonna say, which would you rather have throughout the course of the
True
weekend?
stone.
Yeah, True Stone. I can't. I would rather get a kendo stick hit and still be able to have True Stone. I would rather a Lego walk and still True Stone.
I can eat a punishment here on stage. I could not get through Die Laughing without True Stone.
Yeah. I can agree with that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, unless it's like, which would you brag about more, having True Stone or having no punishments?
Still True Stone.
I would still brag about True Stone more, because if you have no punishments,
Well, if you brag about
you
not
wanna
having
keep that real
punishments,
quiet.
you're gonna get.
Yeah.
You're gonna get your comeuppance.
I have been bragging about
Your
not having
uppance will come.
punishments.
Yeah.
well,
I feel as though this is catching
well,
up.
this is already happening, so you've already had Malort, which
This
is a
is a-
kendo stick for the mouth.
This is a tough call. This is a tough call for me because I'm in charge of challenges, so I don't think that I can technically pick no punishments.
That's
sparkly.
fucking fair.
Yeah, I'm sparkly.
To be fair.
All right.
And you.
So I guess I have to pick. I have to pick True Stone.
All right. Question number 4.
True Stone for dudes.
Drink or intravenous?
Define intravenous.
Drink.
In your veins is what intravenous means, like plugged in from one of those hanging bags in a hospital.
Drink?
Like, what is the easiest and best way to get True Stone into your system?
Drink.
Drink.
Eating the raw beans. I'm gonna
Well,
say drink.
Still
That's
on-
not-
But okay,
Grinding
if
the
you
beans
had to
slowly.
have Malort in your veins,
Oh God! Oh, okay, intravenous. I wouldn't taste it. Oh,
It sounds like a 1920s thing. Like, that guy's got Malort in his veins.
Give him more leeches. The leeches fucking shit. Oh, what a world!
James says yes, I think the fuck out of that one.
There's alcohol in this coffee. All right. I'm gonna say intravenous.
I'm gonna go intravenous.
Interesting.
All right.
Bold step there.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of needles, so right?
Yeah, that's legitimate.
Oh,
Yeah.
drink all the way.
Okay. Question number 5. Ooh. Tim or Matt?
May he rest in peace. Yeah. That's what we say when somebody
That
isn't
is
here.
what we say.
They're
Yeah,
not
that's-
here, so
No,
they're dead to
we
us.
love both of them, but yeah.
Tim.
Who is funnier to punish?
Tim.
I have more funny
Tim.
stories about horrible things happening to Matt, so I have to pick
Oh.
Matt.
I've known Tim since I was like either 10 or 12. I can't remember.
One
Definitely
of those
not
two
that.
I've zip tied to a bridge.
I watched one of them get handcuffed to a chair.
It's like zip tying to a bridge.
Yeah. The thing is, okay, who has gotten me into, or who has allowed me to commit shenanigans of either a good or neutral variety? Matt.
I'm sorry, it was neutral or bad was the second choice.
Tim is very cut and dry. Like, he's like, that's not what this show is about. So if it was a show that Matt was doing, he would absolutely be like, oh fuck yeah, let's fucking put mousetraps on the stage. As a matter of fact, I believe for a show that he was in, he said put mousetraps on the stage. So there's that.
That was me, and he said he'd do it.
Yep. Oh yeah. Well then that.
There is, as some of you know, the salsa scale, but there is also the Matt scale, and so I have to go with Matt.
On a scale of 1 to Tim, how serious is it?
I don't understand this.
All right. Do we want to get to the answers first, or do we want to hit those?
While you start, let's start on the first one while I have James help me move this out.
Oh, all right.
Okay. First one. Now we go on to the context. Question number 1 was kendo hit or Lego walk? Which die laughing punishment do you dread more? Absolutely. the Lego
I
walk.
dread the Lego walk more. Yeah.
Sam.
James said same.
So I said kendo, and I like.
Careful the wire.
I actually.
How do we stay within the
Kayla's
blue?
having a visceral
Guys,
reaction
James,
here.
You gotta stay within the blue.
Oh, stay within the blue. All right.
You see the
There we
blue
go.
tape?
All right.
Yeah, stay there.
I'm
Jesus.
assuming this is what we're supposed to do now.
Yeah, you gotta take your shoes off.
I'm going to recommend starting from this end so that if you fall down, you go into the curtains.
All right.
No, walk towards the audience. They'll see your face.
Oh, hey, James.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, dude? I'm wearing the socks you bought me.
Yeah.
Cute. Yeah.
I dread the Lego walk way
Yeah.
more than a
Yeah.
cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dreading it right now with the
Speaking
God,
of
it's
Lego
this
walks,
moment that I've circus
Salsa,
God damn it.
Yep.
Salsa, you don't have one.
What?
Because I have one here that's for Jason, and one here that's for James,
What?
and one here that's for Kayla.
What are they?
All Lego walks.
What the fuck? I definitely bought one for him.
I'm not alone.
Well, I believe you, so Salsa, I mean.
Yeah. All right.
We have somebody here.
Oh,
Knock, knock.
Hi.
Wait, who's there?
Candygram. Candygram.
Candygram who?
Candy Graham Bananas? I don't know.
Candygram Bananas is a pretty fucking good
Can we verify
punchline.
that? We know that James purchased
Okay.
one, so can we verify that?
Yeah.
we'll double check.
Okay, let me do this
Thanks.
because she's got the thing right now. So, from Jenna to Jenna,
All right.
I made a purchase to Bean Boozled,
Fair.
which is
You're gonna try your
5
luck.
beans.
Oh God!
One
Damn it!
No, I thought I purchased
We
the.
can fix it. You can
Yeah.
make your 5 beans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I purchased the package,
Okay.
not the Bean Boozled.
Please take your 5
Yeah.
beans.
Okay,
no.
well, I mean,
All
it's
right,
just
here
one
we
for
go.
each of them,
Roulette.
so, yeah, that was
I don't
my
want
goal.
my butt to be
Me-
like facing all the people.
Yeah, no, it wasn't the Bean Boozled, it was the package. Let
I
me-
don't-
I'll
I don't know
double
what-
check.
James.
What?
I got the email. It's coming. PayPal's longer to update than running to the camera.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, perfect. So
I went
I
through
am
it.
also in for the Lego walk.
No.
Okay, all right.
So, but
Oh, I got
mine is-
dog
He
food.
did get one
I love
for.
you so much. It's just PayPal.
All right.
Yeah.
So.
Oh no, my PayPal thing went
All right,
through.
I'll do the
$5,
Lego
so I'll
walk
get the
because we
rest.
know. I got a this color one.
This is my third one. Oh, Jesus.
I've already done it. Is there a vomit flavored one?
There is.
Oh.
I got dog food.
I got pink with speckles, and I'm real concerned.
Haha, I got.
I don't know what I got, but I know it's Hannah's.
Oh, this is bubblegum.
This one just
Aw.
wasn't seen.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there it
Hey,
is.
Jason.
Should we do this now?
Or trash?
Yes.
I got my PayPal thing and it wasn't enough, so I
Yeah.
let the rest of that happen.
Did you
All right.
just reward your podcast and punish the other one?
I didn't mean to.
I mean, yeah, it
They
seems,
did it to themselves.
it seems like, oh, that's true.
I
It seems
only
like, oh,
provided
shit.
opportunity.
Yeah.
I only provided
Smell
opportunity.
that dog food one from here.
Oh,
Yeah, I know, right?
You want some
Yeah.
vomit as well?
actually,
That's the circus peanuts.
the weird thing is, no,
What's the
Yes.
difference?
I don't know and I don't care.
Take off your shoes.
So
Together.
I've enjoyed some potted meats that are very dog food like, so yeah, it's fine.
I need to make up the difference on my bean thing.
Oh, there's
Okay.
wheels and.
Here goes, yeah, there fucking are. There are doors and windows
Oh
too.
shit!
You motherfucker.
Oh, this is worse than last year. There's a little boat.
Well, try to find the tiny man in it.
What's the little, is it Jakey that has a little boat?
Give me the game.
And the,
Yeah, there you go.
oh,
I don't think I'm
Hey,
qualified.
we need our Scotch back then. Send our exchange student back.
What if he doesn't want to come
Have
back?
some.
My feet are sweaty and they're sticking.
Yeah, that's the shit that happens, man. You did this to me. I have no regrets. It's a Lego eye, friend, a Lego eye.
Don't you swallow.
and it's a Lego toe.
Yeah, don't you lay on beds of Wall Street?
This is worse.
I know it's worse, you
I lay
asshole.
on beds.
I did it earlier twice.
I stood on you while you were lying on a bed of nails.
Oh,
How's
fuck.
it compared to
Are
the
you
Staples
okay,
for
honey?
mom?
Oh.
I did it.
Good. All right. Good job, salsa.
Come on, Jason.
Go to bed. Hated school.
Oh god.
Oh, I got a choice. Good.
For Caleb?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Nothing.
Nothing.
All right. So this doesn't drag on for those who are only listening to the podcast. We'll continue
No.
on. While
Yeah.
they're walking, we're gonna
Don't.
keep
It's
talking.
Is it time?
No, just take the bag.
It is.
Just take the bag.
Yeah.
Take the
Make
bag.
it go.
Go into the light.
Take it.
I mean, you can talk while they're walking.
Yeah, no, yeah,
but
sit
then
down,
just
sit down.
take the bag.
Okay.
Yeah.
Question number 2: neutral or bad? Bree, what do you say?
Bad.
This is not
Okay.
Oh. Don't try to slide your feet at all.
Neutral or bad? How do you feel when giving a die-laughing punishment to someone as sweet
Make sure
as James?
Make sure. Oh!
So the only options are neutral or bad.
Why is amazing not one of these options?
I will say, I don't feel bad giving James.
No, but someone
I
as James.
do. The only person I feel bad giving punishments to in class is my daughter.
I was gonna say that's
You thought I was gonna say Angela.
Absolutely.
No, I didn't.
No.
I would have said Angela.
Be strong.
And I would feel bad about that.
It has been done. Guys, am I a real fearless member now?
That's a rite passage.
Yeah.
I don't get
I feel like
punishments.
this is crazy.
Oh God, I just
Oh,
reward them with things. I get a lot of pleasure out of delivering credit cards to have other people pay for them getting punishments though.
Yeah.
There are imprints on the bottom of my feet.
Yep.
Wipe them off, bud.
Welcome to Fearless.
Remind me why we do it.
So that we can produce amazing comedy.
I just
Like
want to
Fearless
say.
Labs. No, that's how I. That's fair.
One Lego walk and she's all like, "Fuck this."
Yeah, me too.
Listen, I already said, like, I don't feel bad for anyone except for Justin.
So you going neutral?
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Bree?
Bad.
Bad.
Guys.
James?
Go. 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 Take that with you. Take it.
Bad.
Take it with you.
James is bad. Since amazing isn't one, I'm gonna go neutral. I guess so. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
I don't remember where I am anymore. What happened? I'm just seeing flashbacks of both Eric and Matt because this is their fault.
So also technically we only have 7 minutes left.
Okay, let's get through this.
What is the question?
Because we were going to
Neutral
do
or
5
bad?
minutes passing time.
How do you feel when giving a die-laughing punishment to someone as sweet as James?
Bad.
Specifically, James, bad, because he says nice things about me.
That's fair.
Yeah.
James is a sweet angel we don't deserve.
And yet.
Yes.
Question number 3.
Wait, pause for a second. Eric, there was a challenge down there, or a thing for Kayla?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Kayla, you had a drink donated to you
Cute.
from Jenna, and it's
Yeah.
for a good drink.
I couldn't actually put in a comment for some reason, but I figured I'd buy the lady a drink.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No one ever drink the Mount Gay.
Yeah, seems
Wise
appropriate.
choice.
Fabulous.
I just took a picture of my feet after they've been over the Lego walk. I can clearly see bricks. Fuck.
So it was a 4-piece then, right? Or, yeah.
No, here, I'll show you the
2x4?
photo.
No, I don't need it.
While that's happening,
Keep going.
true stone or no punishments? Would you give up all your True Stone coffee during die laughing
No.
to get no punishments?
No, you guys had that
Or
like
keep
dead
your
on.
True Stone and get all the punishments?
All the
I
punishments.
would take all the
shit.
punishments. I
Yeah.
cannot do this without coffee.
Right.
I want to point out that as the person in charge of challenges, I have to test everything to make sure it's safe.
Yep.
So everything we do, I've already done.
So bring on the true stone.
I felt like if True Stone was doing like not only sponsoring this podcast, but if they sponsored the event more than they already do by just us buying so much True Stone for it, I feel like I would definitely do one of every challenge in order to get one of those growlers of True Stone. I absolutely would.
Yeah.
But that would leave you saran wrapped and unable to reach said True Stone.
That's what friends are for.
That's what friends are.
See, this is where we come to the neutral and bad, because then I'm like, oh, I can just take James's True Stone.
Yes.
I don't want to hear it. I gave you
All right,
True
what
Stone
else we
like
got?
2 minutes ago.
That's true. You did. It's delicious.
Okay.
What was I don't know, probably didn't say anything.
True Stone.
I'll take all the
True Stone.
punishments. Yeah, I'll do.
True Stone for days.
Question number 4. Drink or intravenous? How do you take in your True Stone coffee during die laughing?
If I could do it intravenous, I might just so that I can keep going quicker, but I do love the taste, so.
Mm-hmm.
That would save me time.
Right, exactly that. But I do love the taste, so I'm gonna drink it.
I can't mix it with booze if I'm doing intravenous and enjoy it.
That's true.
I mean, I can mix it with booze and do it, but then I won't
Have
be
you
Mm-hmm.
able to
guys been
enjoy
doing it? Because this is wonderful. With
Yeah,
absolutely
Eric made me one of those with the macadamia nut.
Exactly.
And it's
What?
Stand as far
Hold on
away.
a second.
it's fucking destructively good.
So,
It is destructive.
is there any reason why it can't be kind of both? Intravenous for business and then mixed with for pleasure?
Are you talking about the mullet of drinks?
That is the rules of Fast Five. Is you have to choose.
Yeah. A or B.
I was actually gonna ask if Eric would make me one, not
Yes,
have the bottle.
absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
See, and I could do that, and we're running a little low. Fortunately,
What?
I have another.
Oh, hot shit! Yes! Good plan.
All right.
Where are we
This
at?
before.
Here, this is.
I would do True Stone by mouth. That's one of the actual few copies.
True Stone by mouth is my new Led Zeppelin.
No, that's not the band, the band name, that's the album, I've been drinking.
Fair.
Is the band name? I had a date like that once as the tour.
That's my hot single. Yeah.
I'm gonna start a band. I'll start a band called The Album.
No.
And
The
it'll be,
band on stage.
and our first album will be The Album. So it'll be The Album, The Band, The Album.
No. Salsa, get out. Just
So,
yes.
Salsa, you know how I have rules about you not talking to me in bathrooms? Allow it to be during podcasts.
What?
Somebody's getting all the punishments.
Then
Oh, shit.
into Jen's then by proxy. It's like, hey, Jenna, can you tell James blah, 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 blah.
I am not playing that game.
I'm also not playing that game. I love salsa too much.
Oh.
All right.
All right, keep going.
Question number 5.
Technically, we've got 2 minutes left, but
We've stopped caring.
I know.
Question number 5. Tim or Matt, in order to be allowed to perform at Die Laughing, you have to be handcuffed to someone. Would you rather be handcuffed to Tim or Matt for all 50 hours?
Matt all day. Jenna has quit. She has quit the podcast and the event.
Unfortunately,
We don't
I just
know if
poured a
she's
drink
coming
for
back.
her.
Although her glasses are here, and there's also True Stone. Oh, she took the True Stone coffee.
The True Stone.
Fuck.
I know my job.
Deal.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Matt would be significantly more destructive. I would be in much more danger being handcuffed to Matt. However, Tim leaves the theater,
Oh, you can't. Oh.
and I can't.
Shit.
So I have to pick Tim because I don't think Tim can physically make me leave the theater. So that means they have to adhere to my schedule.
Yes. I'm picking the same thing for very similar reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In further news, Tim Wick, local performer, has tragically passed away from trying to keep up with Eric Thompson. News at motherfucking 11.
Also from 12 cups of mini martinis.
Oh, Tim.
Oh God, no.
May he rest in peace.
I would pick Tim. But I do also really enjoy the idea of having to drag Matt around to my schedule. Cause I mean he didn't leave the theater, but he also didn't keep up with me.
I mean,
He did get handcuffed to a chair while he was asleep.
Oh yeah.
But see, the important part of that
years
is that he got to
That's
sleep.
true.
Well. Oh.
There are pictures of him sleeping in various hallways.
Yes.
Yeah.
In the exact same position, I got the trifecta.
So adorable. So cute.
Would you say a hat trick of Matt's?
No, I would have said a trifecta of Matt's.
How about a Matt trick?
I was gonna say if someone says Matt trick, I quit.
Too late. I said it first. You can't. Oh, stop.
I'm taking this with me.
Before you leave, you're going with Tim, right?
Yep.
All right.
No, Tim is going with me.
I'm not trapped in here with you!
Kayla?
I am already metaphorically handcuffed to Matt via lab, so Matt.
Aw.
I'll take Matt.
Yeah.
For the stories.
Yeah, you will.
That's a very good point. All right, that has been our Fast Five. If you would like to send us Fast Five, please send 2 emails to salsa@a1podcast.com. The first one should contain nothing but the choices, and the second one should repeat the choices and then give us the context of those choices so we know what the fuck it is we are choosing. Thank you so very, very, very much to everyone who has watched this, who has volunteered for this, who has done anything in any way involved in Die Laughing. Thank you so much to the High Five guys for joining us.
Yeah!
Until we see each other next time in 3 minutes.
Happy Friday.
To be continued. In the meantime, eat the fucking cake.
I love you, bye.
See, yeah, no, we've been doing it wrong. He's correct.
There's an extra stanza in there.
Yeah. Tony?
Ford.
Okay.
Yeah.
think this is the part where we try to be
I
quiet.
was worried you were
So-
carrying things and it
No,
made
go
me
ahead and do
nervous.
your thing.
No, do you
So
think-
real quick, I was just gonna throw. That was apropos of nothing. Everyone give away.
Yes, high five, guys.
Yay.